Hello, my name is Rainbow Surfer and welcome back to my channel. Today I created a really weird Sims build. The entirety of the house is basically pink, but that wasn't what I was going for. In The Sims, we have a bunch, and I mean a bunch of adorable items that aren't really meant for everyday use. So I decided to make an entire build using mainly those items, but instead of it looking horrendous, my goal was to try and make it very, very cute. I don't know if I did a good job doing that, but I really did try. As you can see, I am not the best Sims builder. From the layout and how I make the roof, I really struggle with roofs and how they work. So most of the time I just give up. But since this house wasn't that difficult with the layout, because it was like one square and then another square, the roofing wasn't that hard, and I still think I did a bad job on it. But at the end of the day, I do love building in The Sims, and it's practically the only thing that I do. So y'all are going to have to suffer and watch my horrible builds. And who knows, maybe one day I will actually be as good as like Little Simsy. I don't know though. I could possibly just be horrible for the rest of my life and make monstrosities of pink builds. Oh yeah, here you can see that I tried blue because this was supposed to be like a pastel house, and then I was like, no, that looks horrible. I also tried the stone, and since I wasn't on the ground because I wanted my porch, I thought it looked weird, so then I eventually got rid of it and went with solid pink. And that's when I started to realize that this was just like a pink Barbie house mess, horrible monstrosity type of thing. All in all, I think this house came out actually pretty decent, as much as I'm hating on it. I think the builder was a little confused on what they were supposed to do, or not even like the builder, but like the designers on the interior, because the person was just like, here, I want pastel, and then left, and the interior designer was like, what am I supposed to do with this? I don't know. So then they just bought a bunch of things and threw it in the house, and then it was like, yes, this looks good, and then they left. Also, with these windows, I don't like them. I don't hate them. But would I have gone with mint windows personally? No. But for the sake of this video, I went with these wonderful mint colored windows that didn't match the house at all. But it's fine. It's great. Everything is great. I loved making this build. I do love the rocking chair though. I was determined to put the rocking chair in immediately. The rocking chair is probably the best and only best part of this build. No, because I put in that poof, that little cute little poof with the smiley face on it in this build, and that also brings me immense happiness. That's the reason why I decided to do this build. It's because I saw that item and I was like, oh, I need to make an entire adorable house. And if I don't use that poof, I'm going to be upset. But here's the thing. I almost forgot to put in the poof. And then at the very last minute, I was like, oh no, I need to add the poof. So then I added the poof. Also, I don't know if it's actually called a poof if I'm saying it completely wrong, because I could be saying it completely wrong and I would never ever know. Also, this cat wallpaper is very adorable, and I had to put it in the bathroom because if I didn't, I would have been sad. I also removed the windows from inside the bathroom because I don't know how to place windows at all. I moved around all my windows and they're probably in not very good spots. With the bathroom, I think I tried to make everything blue because although the house is a pastel mess, I did try to make things as coherent as possible, so I didn't want to add too many colors to something that wasn't already in the room. Also, I'm sorry, can we talk about the cats again? They're so adorable. I mean, just look at them. They're peeking their little heads out. It's so cute. We need more cute tiles like that. Maybe a dog one. Actually, there could be a dog one, and I just didn't know. It's too cute, though. It really is. Also, I love how the little floor mat matches. I just love it. Oh, at this point, I was adding details to the rooms, and then I kind of forgot to add details to the rest of the rooms, and it was too late. It wasn't too late. I was too lazy to go back and add more details. So, the rest of the build doesn't really have details. I will make sure to remember to add more details in the rest of my builds because I do love adding the small little details. They just take a lot of time and I just always forget. Oh goody, we're at the curtains. I hate the curtains. They never work, and for a while I kept these really, really ugly ones. But don't worry, I changed them to a much cuter one. Except it doesn't really go well with the build. Actually, I don't keep this room at all. I turn it into I almost said a library. I did not turn this into a library. Imagine. No, I turned it into the what the heck are they called? Why can't I remember what they're called? Oh, living room. Living room. I added it to my living room. I don't know why that was such a struggle to say, but it was. We still love this room dearly. It will be missed. You were in here for a total of like 5 minutes. This house surprisingly changes a lot with its layout when I'm in the process of building it because I'm not that good with layouts and I kind of just go with the flow of how the house looks and then I get actually building or decorating and then I'm like, this makes no sense and I have to rework the entire thing. With the living room, I struggled a lot because of how tiny I made this house, which is actually a really, really big house. I just made everything very not proportionate and I changed a lot of things in this living room and I kind of like how it turned out. It was kind of cute because we did take out the back wall. This room changes a lot and nothing of the original stuff that I put in here stayed. Actually, I think the only thing that stays is the couch and the things that I add after. Like I think the rug stays and everything like that, but the other rug doesn't stay, the little stand doesn't stay, the little what are they called, counters don't stay. Also, you guys should tell me if I should make more speed builds because I kind of want to, but I don't know if people would like them or not. I personally enjoy making them, but if no one likes it, then I probably won't. I like making more like old houses that like grannies live in that look more comfy and pleasant to stay in, where you could like just go and then be like, hey, can you cook me cookies? And then the grandma's like, oh sure, and then she makes nice little warm cookies for you to enjoy with some milk and it's just a wonderful time. And then there's like a cat that's always sleeping. I have no idea where I was going with this. Oh yes, the types of houses that I make more older types of houses. I also started recently getting into making modern houses. I've only made one, and that was using Little Simsy's Shell Challenge, which was a pain, but really fun to do. and that is on actually my gallery. So if you want to follow my gallery, I will put it in the description underneath this video, unless I forget, which is a very, very big possibility. Oh, and this is what the living room looks like. It's almost done. I just replaced the bookshelf with a computer desk, and then I think I move on to the kitchen, which is very, very blue, which wasn't what I was going for. Though, when I think about it, I made the rooms pink, blue, pink, blue. I made a child's bedroom and a parent's bedroom. The child's bedroom is pink, very, very, very pink, and the parent's bedroom is very, very blue. I didn't change any of the walls or anything though. I probably could have, but I kind of forgot about it. I forget a lot of things when making Sims builds, and then afterwards I'm like, oh, I should have done this. It's like the thing that people have with forgetting garbage cans, but instead of it being a nice little tiny thing that you can just insert to a build, any build, I forget entire pieces, like changing the walls or adding decoration. But that's okay, I'll get better. Oh no, I meant to use those stickers and I forgot. How sad. I was gonna put them in the child's bedroom. See, this is what I mean. Except I did want to redo this and make an actual bigger... Misty. Excuse me, Misty. I made... thank you. My cat was clawing my chair. How nice. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about how I actually wanted to make a bigger build, because although I wanted a tiny build in the first place, that's why I made the house so tiny, I started having struggles because I wanted to add more and more stuff, and then I couldn't because the house is so tiny. So I think I'm going to redo this, but make it 2 floors, and I'm going to make it very much more obnoxious this time. I don't think I'm doing linked windows though, and I'm going to try and make it very much differently than I made this one, because this one really did kind of just turn pink and blue when I really wanted to use all the pastel colors like greens and yellows and the blues and the purples, and instead I only used one, so it would be nice to use both of them. Also, I really like that rug, but it just didn't go with the house, so I went with the blue one instead. I kind of had a vision of who lives in this house. It's her mother. It's a mother and her daughter who live in this house, and the mother is just really obsessed with pastel colors and makes everything in her house pastel, which then the child is like, oh, I love pastel too, but then she kind of just goes with pink, and then she's like, I love pink. Oh, this is when I changed the curtains to actually cute curtains, which is very, very fitting for this house. You never get to use these curtains because they just never match, except when you're building a monstrosity of a house, and then it's absolutely perfect. The only one that I think gets different curtains is the daughter's room. Did I give her a floor? No, I didn't. Everything in her room's just pink, which I think actually came out very, very nice. It's kind of like an explosion, but kind of not. Also, I struggled on if I wanted to use those curtains or not, because they weren't meant to be one window, but I decided to use them anyways because they just kind of looked like they went with the room more than any of the other curtains. Like I said, I hate curtains. They don't match anything. Like the windows, they don't match. It's kind of irritating. I also really like that. I don't know who would use that as a curtain, but it did fit, so I used it. Because when you can use it, you can use it. Perfect wording. This is why I can't ramble on about things, because then I don't know what I'm talking about at all. Congratulations if you got this far into the video, because this video has just gone so downhill because I don't know what I'm talking about at all. I love that panda lamp though. It was very, very cute and I didn't know that it existed. That's why I loved this build. There was so many adorable things that I didn't know existed, and then I got to use them and now it's like, oh, wow. I think for my next video though, I want to incorporate more adorable things that I didn't see before. Like maybe different walls, because I know there's a lot of adorable walls. Oh, the giraffe. I love the giraffe. I didn't know the giraffe existed either, and he's so cute. I don't know why the only thing that I remembered to do was change all of the lights out. Like out of everything, like not changing the walls, not adding different flooring, to change the lights inside the rooms. I also struggled with this room a lot because it was so small and I couldn't fit a dresser in it. I tried pulling off fitting a dresser outside the room because I had a friend who had her dresser in the hallway and it worked. It naturally worked, but I couldn't pull it off in this build, so I went without having a dresser in the parents' bedroom at all. That is also why I wanted to do a bigger house, is because I feel like the parents' bedroom had a lot of potential with having cute things in it. And again, I could have changed the wall color, but I didn't. It's an entire blue room, and I was like, yes, let's keep the pink wallpaper. It doesn't make sense. I could have even went with green. This is supposed to be a pastel build, not a pink and blue build. And this is where I put the dresser in. And then I was like, this looks good. It didn't look good. I got rid of it. You guys have to tell me on if you think this build looks good or not, because I honestly can't tell. I know if I walked into a house like this, I would leave because it would just overwhelm me with how many colors are in there. But also, I aspire to be like this house. It's just so that's where I put the poof. That's where I almost forgot, and I was like, I need to add it. And then I went in and I got rid of the dresser and I added a cute little chair because I was like, it can be a little tiny reading nook. I also got rid of that reading nook and added, I think, a tinier little desk, and it came out really cute, and I really like the little corner because it looks so perfect. Oh, I was wondering what I had left of this video. I decorated the outside, which I really like the outside. I do a bunch of pink flowers around the front of the house, which makes it look really, really nice. Again, like Barbie's house, if she had a house in The Sims, it would look like that. I also changed the doors because it fit the house, and I made hers pink, a special pink one. I should have made the mom's room have a blue door. Why do I not think of these things? It doesn't make sense that I don't put a pink door, a blue door in the blue room. I'm definitely going to make another one of these, and hopefully this time I do things correctly. We are getting to the end of the video, so if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me.